All right, here we go. Yeah, it was late. It was late. And it all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. Up heads, stealing first base underneath the table, so we never said grace. Falling out of bed for the workday week. There was kissing in the cracks of the flash flood street. There were budding blossoms, blaring Johnny Rotten, chewed up and swallowed by the prophet they had trying to follow. Pick to green, and we paid no tax on our quick romantic cul-de-sacs. But it all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. There were crashed out cars in our barcode clothes. There was rubbing on each other, rubbing ghost on ghost. There were junked up punks and the Jesus freaks, weaving in and out of trouble, wrapping round and round the leash. There were sleepless dreamers, doomsday preachers, the message and the messenger, the gun beneath the register, the sweet gum tree by the tough drunk tank. We could never give enough to the bad blood bank. There were hopeless sinners, sweepstake winners. They danced with the farmer's daughter, capered with the corporate lawyers. All came down to you and I. It all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. There was laughing in the light, sugar in the shade. There were backstab handshakes made on faith. We were never out of time, and we never entertained anybody say the habit of the wind was gonna change. There were misled misfits, teeth and biscuits, fountains full of penny wishes, parties full of pretty fishes, side by side with birds and bees. And we never said grace, never ever took a knee with the saints and ramblers, movie star handlers, high above the aviary, underneath the cemetery. And we never wondered why the sun was in our eyes. There was seed for the field, there was grease for the wheel. We were drinking with the luminaries, eating with the missionaries. All came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. And it all came down to you and I. All right, thanks so much. Thank you so much. All right, okay. Thanks so much, everybody. That's a new one. What do you guys want to hear anything in particular? I don't really have a set list.